Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com back today with another cryptocurrency video. Today's video is sponsored by Token, and today I'm going to be reviewing their project, talking a little bit about their pre-sale as well. So what exactly is Token trying to work on? Well, they're trying to be the future of home sharing, and in fact they're actually trying to be the decentralized version of Airbnb. So as you can see, their token sale KYC registration ends in 3 days. So if you're interested, you can already submit the KYC. But other than that, let's go ahead and take a look at this project. They're, of course, reinventing the home sharing economy, right, through crypto economics. They actually have a pretty advanced and experienced team with former employees of Google, Facebook, Uber, and Civic. So they definitely have a strong backing here as far as the team goes, decentralizing the web, right? Their product is Bnest. This is the actual platform where the whole home sharing marketplace will be located, right? It's going to be decentralized, like I mentioned, so that's another big positive compared to something like Airbnb. So hosts will make additional income, and guests can obviously find their accommodations and resolve any kind of disputes, etc. Right? They have a whole bunch of protocols that are made specifically for that. I'll get into that in just a second. But here are some of the key components of Bnest. First of all, zero commissions, right? So no commissions on bookings and listings, and this is if you use the B token. So there's an actual incentive to use the B token itself, right, which is very important. And if you don't choose to use the B token for whatever reason, I believe the commissions are quite small actually, but 0% is always better, and you have to use the B token if you want that 0%. So definitely a strong incentive there to use the token, which is something that I personally appreciate, because sometimes with these projects there's not really any reason to use the token, and you obviously don't want that to happen, so this isn't the case for the B token. There's also aligned incentives, right? And this is for the growth of the platform in general. I'll get into that in just a second with the protocols. But other than that, verified security. So there's, of course, on-chain know your customer checks, and trusted and immutable peer reviews for the actual, houses and stuff like that. Let's take a look at B protocols, right? This is where developers can really build up on the platform, build decentralized applications, and they already have a couple of these that will be kind of pivotal here, such as payments, arbitration, reputation, stuff like that, right? So with the B protocols, you get faster deployment cycles and time to market, decreased costs with third-party bundled integrations, and reduced network bootstrapping via transparent user ratings. This is, of course, is only really relevant to developers, but the key here is that there's actually going to be the ability to build these decentralized apps which will improve the whole platform itself, right? And so, like I said, it'll really be able to be built upon and improved upon. So let's talk a little bit about the team. Like I mentioned previously, they actually have a pretty advanced team here with people who worked at big tech companies like Uber, Google, Facebook, and Civic. You can take a look. And actually, pretty big engineers here. So that's a great sign. Obviously you always want to have a strong team backing the project, and that's definitely something that B token has no issue with. They're actually based out of San Francisco, so on the tech side of things, no worries there. Take a look at the advisors. Same thing, pretty strong network here, and really what it comes down to is that the B token in the project is a pretty heavily backed project, right? I mean, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the ICO bench. You can see 4.1 star ratings, 17 votes there. And just take a look at their Twitter page, 46,000 followers. So this is definitely no small project, right? They're pretty heavily backed, like I mentioned. And if we take a look at some of the partnerships in the media and stuff like that, same thing. Take a look at the token supply and token distribution, stuff like that. So total supply will be 500 million B tokens. Target public sale amount is going to be $15 million. You can see that most of that is going towards sale distribution and the community reserve, which is good. Other than that, the private pre-sale is already sold out. The public pre-sale is sold out as well, and now we've got the final one, which is the token sale, and that's going to be from the 31st of January to February 19th. hard cap of $5 million of that. We're going to move over to their roadmap now, talk a little bit about what's going to happen here as we move on in time. And basically, currently, right, Q1, Q2 of 2018, BNest Alpha Live NSF launch of B protocols on testnet. So basically, kind of the testing will happen at the beginning of 2018 here, and I mean is already active, I believe, the alpha. And for Q3 to Q4 2018, there's going to be the launch of B protocols on the mainnet and the onboarding of 2 to 5 decentralized apps on the B protocol. So that'll be very interesting to see how that works and what type of D apps will be created. But for 2018, they're actually going to start expanding here in the US to up to 5 cities and onboarding even more decentralized apps, right? Moving more towards 5 to 10. And for 2020, actually, they're going to go on towards their global expansion, targeting London, Korea, Singapore B protocols. We're going to go over now and talk a little bit about those B protocols because that's something that I find very interesting. And for that, we're going to have to move over to their white paper. I'm not going to go through the whole white paper. It's pretty lengthy, but the good thing with that is it's pretty mapped out here, right? They really hit every point, and crypto economics, they really took a look at everything, right? Which is always a good sign. But what I really wanted to mention and what I found interesting, just going to point out the aligned incentives again, right? Where there's really the incentive on the whole marketplace, right? For the hosts, for the guests, and of course, the everything that's coming back to B itself. But let's go ahead and take a look at that those protocols that I was talking about, right? And the three main things here is the payment protocol, the arbitration protocol, and the reputation protocol, right? So these things will be I guess you could say, decentralized way of creating this home sharing platform with, I mean, yeah, it's basically like they said, right? Trying to be a better decentralized version of Airbnb. And they'll be able to do that through things like these payment protocols, the reputation protocol, the arbitration protocol, so that there's going to be a system in place to solve all those problems, right? And that's very important in this type of business. So definitely very nice on their part there. And that's really the main thing that it gets, pretty advanced, but they really go into detail on how they're going to go about those protocols and the decentralized apps, how that's going to integrate into the platform, and of course to the end users. So like I said, I don't really want to go into the details of the white paper and everything like that, but everything is fully mapped out. I mean, you can go through and read it, always do your own research, but definitely great to see that all of this is what seems to be taken care of and well thought out, right? But with that being said, everyone, this is the end of the B token review. If you're interested in this project, go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description of this video at the top of the description. Take a look if you're interested, and if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone.